Welcome to another League video. This time we'll be doing the League for the month, the end of Skull Market. I know I'm cutting this one close to the end here with only a couple days left of August. But let's see what we can get out of this. Okay, so not bad, not bad. Wow, actually a really strong pack. Recovery, Longbow's really strong, Midnight Reprieve to help whatever influence we need to generate. Legacy, Thundershot. The awkward thing, everything in like a different faction. So you really hope in League that you're only opening cards of like 2 strong factions, and then you don't care about the rest. But some really good stuff here with 4th Tree Elder. Wow, like this pack, 2 strong Justice uncommons, and a rare Amber Beetle there, Vein Parasite. So even with only a couple days left in the league, I should be able to make, usually I aim for top, I think it's 500, whichever tier level gets you the premium legendary. That way, that I feel like is the highest jump in value in the rankings for League, and it's usually pretty easy to get there. Okay, Lovebirds here. Got a Granite Beetle. So we are seeing a lot of good Justice cards. Let's see if this is actually a useful legendary. Tormented Crown. Well, we could see how much Nightfall we have, and maybe that could be something fun to play with. Science Recruitment. Okay. So we had at least 1 Midnight Reprieve and like 2 Seek Powers, so we could be able to splash some. Ooh, that's a really good dual faction card. Three each time you decimate. Okay, Immortalize is a strong card. Draw 2, discard 1, fast spell. Okay. So this has 8 packs of the Flames of Zolta, which is not a set I have very much experience with at all. Wow. Wow, this card's really good. 4 mana, +1/+1, everything's But also to have the, if you draw it late, 7 to play 2 2/2 flyers and life gain to help you come back into a game. Well, this unit is in play, and you play both a spell and an attachment. Okay, I always thought Muster was kind of a clunky mechanic. Okay, we've got some dragon stuff, some spell damage stuff. Okay. Interesting. Not really sure. Oh my god, a Decimate specific card, that's pretty cool. Kill a unit, so removal, and it puts a really strong flyer into your grave. Oh, this card's sick. Gonna have some pretty ridiculous games with that. May science another unit. Interesting. I'm not really sure what we're looking for here, but I don't need to be unsure to know this card is stupid. Mastery 6 though does need some help from like a pump spell of some sort, so our time seems pretty strong, and we got a lot of good Justice cards from the Behemoth Cetera. Ooh, it's also pretty good. Swap your health with the enemies. That's a really fun card, but yeah, I don't know about that. Interesting. Okay. Wow, I don't recognize a lot of these cards, and I didn't think, I don't know, I knew I didn't know that much from this set, but apparently I don't know like any of these. Oh, that is sick. Big Scary Flyer. Another one of these things? Damn, our Combrei is looking strong. Maybe we could have a Shadow Splash for that recovery or something. Last pack. Give me something good. I can lifesteal while on enemies crits. That is sweet. Wow, yeah, so we're like almost assuredly time, but let's see what we got here. So let's just do what I usually do. I'll put like all the cards we would be happy to play in the deck and then go from there. Oh my god, we almost have a perfectly even amount of each faction. This is exactly what I said you don't want in League. Because let's say we do Justice and Time here. Ideally, I want only good Justice and Time cards and garbage in all the factions. That way your deck is mostly those strong Time and Justice cards. When it's evenly split here, you're going to have all of this Primal, Shadow, and Fire strong cards that are just in the board. And then you need to fill in this only 7 or 9 cards with a bunch of filler that we didn't pull. Okay, and I think this is a solid combination of everything good we got going on. So our influence is actually pretty good. I know 5 and 7 seem light for our main factions, especially when we have a 6 and 7 drop that require 3. But we have an Insignia here and a Midnight Reprieve, which will help with our fixing, plus double Seek power, which is why I'm only playing 15 power, which is a little greedy, but the other thing we got going on is 2 Intrepid Longhorn. Myrmidon Helm also gives us access to more influence, and once again, I think this is good enough. Stompy units plus some strong spells, but it has some interesting stuff going on. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, that's pretty unlucky. Man, 1 time influence and that hand is busted. Okay, it's gonna be one of those games. So this is a pretty sigil heavy hand when you think about it, if you count the Seek powers as such, but at least luckily it'll thin our deck of drawing even more sigils. So I don't even know if we really have any other Oni, but still solid 2-drop, 2 cost, 2/3. Never would cut that from your deck.
Ready yourself.
Okay, so now we can attack. Grab the Shadow Sigil. We're pretty far from 6. I guess not really, but I just like ensuring we have the Shadow influence since we're more likely to draw Time influence. Also, realistically, I probably shouldn't have attack there. You need to think, like, sure, we're trading 2 for 2 damage, but this hand's pretty slow, so most likely we're going to be on the defensive to hold off our opponent until we get our influence right and play our more impactful cards here. We can probably just Myrmidon Helm and kill the Grove Supplier here. And now, once again, we'll do what I said and pass to be able to block. I'm probably going to hold off on playing Waystone Fragment just because spellcrafting this is so much better than not. Ooh, I said in the pack opening the Wisps had flying. That is not the case. But still, 2/2/2s. And +1/+1 buff to your whole team's really good.
Shavka inspires us. Shavka is my muse.
Oof. I mean, I guess ideally we want to block the 4/2. So I'll pass. Who knows? If we don't draw anything impactful, we might just have to play the Fragment. Can we hold off? Oh my god, this is like awful. This is exactly what I don't want. A 3/4, the issue is the 4/2 can still attack. So we're taking 4. At least this way, hopefully we can buff something off the top and have a decent blocker. And now it does turn into a 3/5 by triggering the mastery so soon, so that is very good. We're going to take a shit ton of damage this turn, though. But we'll see if we can survive. Yeah. 8, 10, 13. We go to 11. Oof. We go to 5. We would have... Wow, that's pretty brutal. Okay, we'll just play him. Silence him. And now we have 2 good blocks. We just want to hit any sigil to be able to play this, gain some life. But it might be too late, depending if our opponent has damage to face or some good removal here. One more sigil. Yeah. Attack with everything. We block the highest damage. But that's probably, unless we draw a sigil, I can't imagine we end up winning this. Any Nightfall trigger from Behemoth Cetera and any face damage that they could produce is just game. Okay. This might be the hope we were waiting for here. Now we gained life, and now we have a giant board. Okay. That was the one breather we needed. Now we can't even really profitably attack with this, giving it Overwhelm. We just block with like a 2/2 and the 4/6, and then we take no damage. Oh, spicy. Gonna sack a unit. Okay, so we can go eat, block, block. That's 6. Damn, that was really good from our opponent. That's game. Damn, we might need to toss him in the way, trade, and potentially even chump. No, I'm going to try to prevent chumping here. Although we have legacy in hand, we really just want units. Yeah, let's just save our life as best we can here.
Trouble on the horizon.
One drops 6, 7. It's pretty good. We could probably attack. I mean, we could probably attack with both, right? What could he possibly have? Nah, I don't think we need to. Now, just in case he has another exhaust
Ready
card.
yourself.
Yeah, we're just gonna outpace our opponent now. Really unfortunate we're drawing all of this Justice influence. And the fact that we're flooding with only 15 sigils in deck. Any time influence will be huge for us. Yeah, I mean, that's just not very meaningful. Oh, I guess it's a flyer, actually. I didn't think about that. Okay. We have lots of good draws here, though. That can stabilize us. That would be one of them. So we can pay 6 to do that. Yeah. Okay, we attack like this. That way we are forcing our opponent to block and sacrifice his board. We're kind of like preemptively saving life here. And now this can shrink him, which he probably didn't think we had. Now we have a blocker, so even if he has a pump spell, this is GG. Nice one cost 7, 8. Oh, that's pretty funny. That was a nice comeback for this deck. Okay. Ooh, it's pretty bad. Yeah, too many time things. Just nothing to play. Okay, we'll play this though. A 2/2 lifesteal on turn 2. I'm pretty happy about that.
Kodash watches over us. Shavka inspires us.
But we will not offer the trade. If anything, I want to put Myrmidon Helm on our boy and do it that way. But I think even beyond that, we're just going to play Emerald Beetle. Nice. We milled 2 really strong cards. That's sketchy, but it has to attack, so we'll just block. Potentially has removal to finish it off.
Slay, skin, sail.
Ooh. Okay, that was a good hit from our opponent. And this is going to be a really big turn for us here. This will be a nice turning point in the game, unless they have 2 power worth of interaction. Nice, our hand is all gas right now. 2 really strong 6 drops. Really? Okay. That's what they drew. I just noticed we have, like, no time influence. How much? I thought we were, like... We're only playing 1 more Justice Sigil than time, and we've had, like, 5 to 1, like, each game. Like, what is going on right now? But, that being said, we'll use all the power we can. I am just going to put it on our 2/2 lifesteal. It's pretty good. And this is most likely the final nail in the coffin here. Yeah, we just completely outscaled our opponent with these stronger units. Okay, this hand is nonsense. This hand is okay. It saw me complaining about the 5 to 1 justice influence we've been having to 1-time influence, apparently.
Trouble on the
I'll
horizon.
lead off with the 1 drop. Smart.
Ready yourself!
Back, fiend!
I don't think we need to really race our opponent and attack with the 1/3. As we've seen, this deck is just kind of a mid-rangey deck. Damn, how many times have we seen this curve in this few games already? Let's get second justice here. Man, I guess our opponent's got blocks. I don't want them to double block to kill our 3/3. Now this definitely... Why does this still have +1 power? Oh, it was a unit he had in hand. Okay. Let's see. How do we want to do this? We could give him a big buff. It's kind of meh. I mean, if we play this and attack all, he doesn't have great blocks. So let's get aggressive here. That's his most conservative option. Oh, okay. I didn't see that one. That's pretty good. But he is taking 7 here. we get a long way into our masteries for each of these units. And they don't have anything else. That's pretty sketchy. They left up all of their power. So, let's use Myrmidon Helm. Okay, he didn't have a pause there. So, we'll just attack with a 4/4, get our random sigil.
A worthy deed.
I really hope our opponent is just missing an influence, because there's just no reason to only play monocolor in League. That's just like the worst possible thing you could do. Okay, we'll do this. We'll hunt. Attack with our boy. Not the 3/3, because we want this guy to get a buff. Awkwardly, the 4/2s do block well. What we can do here is we'll just attack with everything. We'll let him trade off. Yep. We probably should have just used our turn to buff what's his name. I also didn't see that one thing had exalted. Overwhelm. Interesting. That's a... Okay. So... play this. Now when we pay 6 to give this guy, like, plus a million, it'll give us a lot of free power on board. Unless he just trades off and then we have total board control. It's probably his best bet. I mean, our opponent's doing their thing. And we're just flooding out. I actually don't want to use Midnight Reprieve yet. I'd rather not let our opponent draw 2 cards to potentially get out of this, and this does represent like 1 additional damage that they don't know is coming. We have them down to 3 with kind of a 1/1 just pinging them. Oh, it was a good draw, but that's actually just game.
Sword or bullets?
Nice. Okay. Still undefeated. Somehow. I have no idea what's going on. This is probably in no world to keep, but I'm greedy when I see 2 really strong cards in hand. We'll actually use Midnight Reprieve right away. And we'll just do Second Justice. This way we get to draw 2 cards, hopefully into an early unit, and our opponent's off to an aggressive start, which is ironic. Okay.
Kodash watches over us.
Stop seeing all this justice influence. Now I wish I chose time for the midnight reprieve, but I had a 50-50 chance, and this is what ends up happening here. Did our opponent miss a sigil drop there? It's not ideal for them. But now we can get time. Player 2 drop. Pass. Maybe they didn't. Yeah, I don't think they did. I think we went first. Interesting. Am I okay trading one of these units for a combat trick? Probably. That way they don't use the combat trick when I try to block with a stronger unit. Just comfortable trading a unit for ours. Okay, we're flooding out again, which is an absolute miracle considering we're only playing 15 sigils, but that's how it goes. I don't know how we're doing so well with this continuing to be a thing. We're literally just playing the mirror match, which this will probably be one of the harder matchups we have. Okay, the 5/5 has a attack here. We do have the recovery to save the Amber Beetle, which will be sweet. Ideally, I want them to use some type of removal on the Amber Beetle. No, that's fine. Opponent's playing pretty aggressive. So maybe they have a legacy in hand.
You must not be freed.
Okay, that does stop us. We're still drawing sigils, which is amazing. Our opponent's deep in thought. We are on the losing end right now. Like, if they have interaction here, they're going to be pretty far ahead on board. Yeah, and like we have to trade off with this. But we're going to do it. Him giving +1/+1 everything is pretty brutal. And I guess we'd want to offer these two. Trade off the beetle. That was an amazing draw for us. Attack with our 5/7 in the air. Probably just take it. And now we can have recovery up. Plus the +6/+6 buff. Yeah, that's huge. And we get to trade it for the 4/6. It'll be a 7/7. Is that a good trade? It's probably unnecessary trade. We can just do this and decimate to get back the beetle. Oh wait, the 4/6 can block. Jesus. That was stupid. Okay, yep, so we'll use Immortalize here. And now we still have the 2 power-up for recovery. Yeah, this is going to be great. Now we can buff our guy and attack with these really strong units here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Our opponent's playing the exact same deck as us. This is ridiculous. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So how do we even get ahead here? This becomes a 7-7. I mean, it still trades with the 5-7. That's pretty good. The 5-7 doesn't have attacks anymore. Jesus. This is going to be a slog. Let's get our 3-3 flyer. This is going to be a long game.
Not be chained down. Grab your weapons.
Yeah, not really sure how to break out of this. Our opponents, literally, they matched everything we did. We played the 4th Tree Elder to try to get ahead. They played their own. We played +1/+1 our whole team. They did their own. So it's like, this is going to be pretty hard to beat here. Okay, our opponent must have that Decimate card. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, I hope I didn't pass too soon here. Return that to hand, return that to hand. Okay, we got a 9-9. Sigils. Okay.
For Steelvaren.
And we get a 2-3. Our opponent's doing the thing. We're going to need to start chumping here. Oh, please don't attack. That would be fantastic if they gave us a breather. Yeah, there's no way they don't. Those are good attacks. Great attacks. Yeah, Worm Tactician's gonna get the job done, it looks like. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna be able to make this work. Unless we draw a removal for the 4-2, we aren't going to be able to beat him stunning blockers. We probably should have prioritized playing 4th Tree Elder as well. So a couple misplays in a very close game. I will give us that much. So we'll do this.
Just
We buy ourselves a breather here.
Lord of the offering.
Okay. Oh boy, I might need to do the flyer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 2, so sacrifice you. And, I mean, I can't run the numbers this quickly, but probably you. Okay, I don't even know if I have it in me to continue. Imagine you're playing the mirror match in, like, Constructed, and your opponent is just drawing slightly better than you each turn. It's like, that's how it's going right now.
Back, fiend!
But that's fine. These games happen. This is also why I strongly dislike playing Constructed, because that's just, it's never like a fun game. It's just like none of my decisions really mattered. They just drew the stronger end of their deck than we did. Okay, really mediocre hand. Another interesting one. Let's see if we can have a better game than last one. I would like to not play one of our stronger uncommons, have our opponent match it. Play our strongest rare, have our opponent match it.
Safe travels, friend.
Okay, but here we are. It looks like another mirror match. I'm actually just going to save Warren Tactician. I think that card's going to be super important in the mirror match, which is just going to be the board gets clogged with all of our big units. Okay. And now we're stuck. Okay.
A worthy
Get
deed.
influence. Let's add to the board first. Nice, some interaction. Or would have rather just hit. Well, I guess advantage will go good next turn with Wormstone. Why did they not attack? Ah, screw it. I'm gonna let them show me the interaction. If it's like hold at bay, it's like, sure. That'll be pretty good for you. Because it'll also trigger like the Wormstone. But that's like a bottom, 10% common. Okay. Similar. Surprised they blocked there, though. Yeah, let's just trigger the damn thing. It would have been nice to save the advantage for, like, triggering the spellcraft on our rare sooner, but...
Just answers the question.
But we are tempoing our opponent out here. play mill here. Giving everything +1/+1 is actually pretty strong. So we'll attack like this. It's gonna force him. He can't double block to kill our 8/8, which is really great. He'll be able to eat something, but this is like basically game. They lose a unit, we lose 1 unit, they go to 1. I play this guy, and that's just about GG. Outside of like a board wipe, which would be, I would get him back. But even still, you still have 2 units in hand. Nice.